Really?
Yeah, and then Phil said you have to get
Do you know what
rid
we
of
were
it.
talking about on the show last night? We were talking about why are brackets in songs the most pointless thing?
Let's talk about that right now. Oh, is it, or we already talked about
Well,
it?
we already talked about it the other night. Like, Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me. It's not Don't You Forget About Me. Green Day, Good Riddance. It's Good Riddance. Time of your life. Not, do you know what I mean?
Where are the brackets on those?
Good Riddance. Because it's called, I mean, we call it on the radio Time of Your Life. But it's actually Time of Your Life in brackets Good Riddance. Or the other way around.
I thought it was Good Riddance, Time of Your Life.
You probably know more than I do. Anyway.
What's the Don't You Forget About Me one?
Simple Minds is Don't You, and then in brackets Forget About Me.
Really?
Sweet Dreams in brackets are made of this.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think that's pointless? I think some brackets are...
Well, I think it came from a time when people would sort of talk about songs from the main lines of the song, I guess. So they'd want people to know that that was the song that they'd heard on the radio.
True. The brains of the outfit, I can see.
Yeah.
And the looks.
Well, I was going to say that. Do you know what? I've been on the... we'll talk about this in a second. Right. That is Yes from Coldplay's new album, Viva La Vida, which is out on Thursday. I know you're going to love it. Go buy it and download it as well.
Yeah.
I say. Why not?
Why not? Why not? Because, there's better things to do with your time.
Shut up. I hear different themes, different sounds in this
The
album.
Neighbours theme.
There is...
The Jaws theme.
I'm going to carry
Jones.
on.
Oh.
God, St. Peter, religion, and also the video for Violet Hill, the other video that you did, the Dancing Politicians
Oh, yeah.
video, which is just the greatest video
Yeah, that's the
I've
best
ever
video
seen.
ever made.
I've ever seen. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. This is you doing things I don't think you've ever done before. Yeah, obviously politics.
Yeah.
Featured politics, or it was
Yes,
about
yes,
certain
yes.
events, but I hear different themes, stuff you've never touched on before
Yep,
in this
that-
album. Is that right?
100%.
Is it?
We worked really hard on our lyrics without being too crude about it.
It's
That's not crude at all.
It's more profound as well, isn't it? This album.
I can't say that, but it would do better in English class. It would get... my English teacher was always very down on anything I wrote, like creative writing, but I think he would have to give this at least a C.
At least C+. It's quite a religious album as well. There are religious tracks on here. Do you see what I'm saying? Or was that not intentionally done, just part of the songwriting process?
Well, Johnny has a good take on that.
Well, I think we all kind of grew up going to school assembly, singing hymns, and it's kind of all of the stories and things around are ones that we all know and can relate to, and so they're kind of important stories in our lives, I think.
Yeah. I think if we'd made this album in ancient Greece, we would be singing about Zeus. And...
No one's ever sung about Zeus, as far as I'm aware.
And a
Yeah,
decent.
you haven't heard any of our B-sides, bro.
Really? Well, I hear there is other stuff to come, because there are a lot of songs which I read about that were going to be on this album, which never actually made the final track
The
listing.
truth is, there's 4 great songs that we haven't quite finished, and there's a few others that we haven't quite started yet.
So is that another album to come kind of quickly,
Who
or
knows?
will you do another sort of side project?
Who knows? I don't think we'll do that, but I think we'll wait and see if anyone wants any more, and then we'll
See if we can do it.
I'm sure they
react
will.
accordingly.
I've been onto I don't know whether you ever use this website. I've been onto the Coldplaying.com website, and I'm a member of the forum, so I sort of put an announcement that you guys were coming on, and they're a nice bunch of people, so I got some questions here.
Great.
From the fans. First of all, hello Ben, hello band, it is my birthday today. If Coldplay could give me a shout out, that would make my day, says Nettie, who is the webmaster of mycoldplay.com.
Oh,
so
great.
I was wondering whether you could wish Nettie
Okay,
happy
we'd
birthday.
love to.
Happy birthday, Nat.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nettie. Thank you for being great.
That'll make her day. I presume it's... You never quite know with these names, do you, on the internet? This is from Chelsea. Hello, boys. Hello, Ben. Every Coldplaying forum member has their all-time favourite Coldplay song. What is the song in your entire catalogue of work that you are most proud of writing?
Old song.
Could be any song. Could be on this album.
I would pick Viva La Vida, the song you just played, Clocks, Yellow, and Fix You. I'm quite obvious with my choices.
All the hits.
Yeah. Well, one of them hasn't come out yet.
It's going to be a hit.
I don't know about that, man, but those are the 4 that I would say. And Politic.
I would say I always keep going on about this song to the others, but it was a B-side from the last album called Crests of Waves, and I remember fighting its corner trying to get it on the record. And
Stop banging on about
I
it,
know
guy.
they get very bored of me saying it, but I really love that song.
You were always a fan of White Shadows as well, weren't you? Is that right?
Yeah.
White Shadows was my favourite track on the last album. Loved that track. Johnny?
I really like Fix You, I think.
Still there.
See, that is a classic example of a band on the run thing, you know, because the end of that song gets very exciting.
I can't turn on a light anymore
Without swinging it around your head.
without wanting to swing it around my head.
But I think a lot of radio stations just were annoyed that they had to get through the beginning of that song to get to the end. That's, you know, because it's obviously a big song for us.
I never even thought about it like that.
The beginning is very slow and very funereal and funeralesque.
Funeralesque. That's a
Funerally. So, you know, that's like you were saying about Band on the Run. But we're very proud of it.
Hello band, Ian Betley here, webmaster of Coldplaying.com. A question, where is the Parachutes globe these days? Please tell me you haven't car booted it.
Interesting. I think probably we've got a whole massive, great big pile of junk in a, well, not junk, just stuff that we don't use anymore somewhere. We've got lots of cupboards somewhere. And I would imagine it's in there with like cricket bats and stuff like that, yeah.
It's like that bit at the end of Indiana Jones, isn't it? It's like that
Which one?
Where
The new one?
You know, where Raiders of the Lost Ark, where there's like
all the artefacts from the
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
Pretty much that
gathering
big.
cobwebs.
Yeah.
And it's true. And also, we have booby trapped our thing as well. So
And there's like 1 million globes there, so we don't.
Was there
actually
more
know
than
which
one?
oh, there's lots. There's 4 of each band member.
True. Yeah. We've already done this question, but say hello to Mariana de Alba in Caracas in Venezuela. But she wanted to know about the other songs which didn't make the grade.
Oh, okay.
So just hello to you.
Okay, I'm going to say hello to Mariana in Caracas.
Caracas, I love that word. Hello, Ben. You recently had your 10th anniversary, not me, you obviously. Did you do anything to celebrate, and do you still get on as well as you did back then, or has living in each other's pockets for so long put a strain on your relationship? It's from Mitch in Liverpool.
Mitch, all I will say is there's only 3 of us in the room. We don't like each other. Don't get along. We just can't find any handsomer replacements.
What I'm going to tell you, Mitch, is they're not even in the same room.
We're not even in the same room.
Johnny is in New York. Guy is on ISDN from Sydney. And
Banger.
Chris is on that weird TV thing that he was talking about earlier on.
Big Brother.
No.
Oh, Terry Vision.
Terry Wogan.
Terry, he would be even better band member.
Did we do anything for our 10th anniversary?
Well, I don't count. I don't think we've got there yet.
We did. Yeah, it was 10 years since we did our first gig, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we were still kind of
Rubbish.
well, some people would still say that, but I would say at the end of the decade will be 10 official years, or at the end of next year. So we're having an extended 10th anniversary.
Long may it continue the celebrations. What do you think of the, are you aware of any of the Coldplay tribute bands? What do you think?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen.
Are you aware of them?
I'm aware of them.
I heard a U2 tribute band the other day. They were amazing.
Yeah.
Because I tell you why, this band here called Coldplay.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
And what I'm going to do, because you haven't got headphones on, I'm just going to fade the microphones down, and I'm going to play one of their songs.
Okay.
Would you like to hear it?
Yeah,
Would you like to hear a little bit of it? This is them doing Clocks.